Yo, what's good? It's Hot Streak. This is Carlos. I'm not alone in the studio. You already know what it is.
What up? It's Saif.
And we're back for a new episode of Hot Streak Podcast. Yeah, we're going to bring you the best news in sports. So right off the bat, let's start off with some NBA news. We got, first off, free agency. We got Andrew Bogut signs a one-year deal with the
Lake
Lakers.
Show.
Yeah, so initial thoughts on that, Saif?
We need a rim protector. You know, we got Zubac, we got Brook Lopez. I think it's good, and it's a one-year deal, so who really cares?
Yeah, and I think they signed this as a precautionary thing as well because Brook Lopez is actually going to miss a couple preseason games with the back injury. So they needed a center to be in the locker room, someone who is familiar with Luke Walton's system and can protect the rim and is a good passer. So eager to see some pick and roll. You know, he's pretty notorious for setting those illegal screens.
Yeah, dude. I'm happy about Brook Lopez's contract too because he has those injuries and he'll only be with us for a year, right? So
yeah, exactly. So I mean, I think it's something good for the Lakers, and I also think that the Lakers have a nice core to succeed. So hopefully the Lakers do come through.
They need that.
Win a couple games, win more games than they did last season, and hopefully make a playoff push because they have a lot of young talent. But they have some issues when it comes to point guard, backup point guard.
Yep.
They don't really have a true backup point guard who's a seasoned vet. They have Tyler Ennis is the most veteran point guard on the team.
Yeah, and he's a sophomore. Or junior.
Yeah, I think he's like a fourth year player. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see when it comes to how they react and how they mesh well under the new season with the new squad. Basically, they're built from the ground up. So that's pretty cool. I think Bogut will fit in well as long as he stays healthy.
Yeah.
That probably means that Zubac goes down to the D League, and Thomas Bryant or the G League. Sorry, and Thomas Bryant, that rookie draft pick, also spent some time in the G League.
Yeah, they both need some work too, some development for sure.
Zubac definitely needs a model work ethic to. He needs to come in hot this season. He ended last season pretty well. But his defense definitely needs to improve. Offensively, I think he's pretty good. He has a nice little mid-range game too. Yeah,
another thing about Bogut though is he knows Luke's system pretty well from when he played on the Warriors. So it's he'll fit right in hopefully with what Luke wants to do with the team.
And then league news. Did you see the alternate uniforms that the NBA?
No, I didn't get to see them.
Yeah, there's some teams that have some good looking uniforms, man. I like Brooklyn's alternate. Brooklyn's alternate looks pretty sick. OKC's alternate. Yeah, I'll show you a picture right now. But
did you hear about KD going off on Twitter? Well, he went off on Twitter about the Thunder's coach and organization pretty much. And he was just kind of being a savage like he always is on Twitter.
Yeah.
And then he got a bunch of hate for it, and people were making up all these conspiracies about him having fake accounts and just...
Yeah, he says he does have a burner account, but that's for his friends and family. So it's like a private account.
Yeah.
And then as far as him calling out his old coach, he immediately apologized after that. He said that was irresponsible and...
He played himself.
Yeah, he played himself, basically.
Kevin Durant is notorious for being on the internet and just doing really questionable things.
Yeah, I saw Kevin Durant's original Black Planet page.
Yeah, man.
Oh, my God, that was comedy.
Go check that out.
Yeah, that was comedy.
Go to Google when you get home or wherever you're listening to this and check out Kevin Durant's Black Planet page. It's hard to make up some of that stuff. It's so funny.
He's funny.
I'm a real baller. He's if you're hating on me, then you doing your job and I'm getting mine.
And he's like, that is me dunking in that picture. Bro, you're 7 feet tall.
He's like, get at me, ladies. I don't know. He's just
he's funny, dude.
Yeah, he's a savage on the internet.
Yeah, the Warriors have an alternate jersey. It's called the Town jersey, and it represents Oakland. And It's pretty sick. It has like this. I think the seal, the Oakland Town seal, is like a tree.
That looks like a jersey dedicated to Karl Anthony Towns to me. I don't see anything, but I don't know, bro.
It's because they call Oakland the town. So and then the Nuggets jersey, the Nuggets alternate jersey is.
I like the retro better though.
Yeah.
Honestly, the one with the mountains in the back and on the jersey. It's so hard.
It's pretty sick. Pacers have a nice one. It's like vintage mustard. I think a lot of teams really have some good ones.
What's the Lakers one?
The Lakers one is
the Cavs one looks tight.
Nah, that one looks bougie.
Bro, that looks tight. LeBron's gonna be balling in that Cavs.
Check out Minnesota's lime green.
Oh, that's too highlighter for me.
Yeah. Trailblazers one's pretty tight.
That's cool.
There's no white.
That's like that old Clyde Drexler feel on that one.
A Sixers jersey looks similar to their.
It's orange, by the way.
Christmas jersey, yeah. Wait, it is?
It looks orange, but it's probably red.
Red.
But
Celtics have all black with green trim. The Lakers one is basically the away jersey. It's a yellow or a purple jersey. The only thing really different about it is instead of the name being in white, it's in yellow. Oh. And it looks a little bit more vibrant. But yeah,
it's pretty tight.
They didn't show. Oh yeah, they did show the Celtics. The Celtics are going to be wearing black, those alternate jerseys. So Kyrie Irving's going to be rocking in some new black alternate Boston jerseys. And recently he was on First Take with Stephen A. Smith. And Stephen A. Smith was trying to squeeze some tea out of him. He had his little, Stephen A. Smith. He's always fishing for answers. And he was saying, how come he didn't consult LeBron with the trade request? What do you think? You think he should have ran it by LeBron?
I think LeBron was part of the reason he wanted to leave. So he was probably just like, when he made that decision, he was just like, oh, LeBron's not my dad. I don't need to pass him the ball every time I come down the court. I don't need to tell him when I'm going to trade teams. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do that.
That's true.
It's kind of, I don't know. Says something.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, this is his career. It's not LeBron's career.
Yeah.
So if he wanted to leave, he doesn't have to ask LeBron for his blessing or whatever. He wants his own team, so let the man be,
Yeah, I heard an argument that was a pretty good point where people were saying that Kyrie just wanted to be a point guard on the team instead of just another player and then the team being circled around LeBron, because that's how he felt in Cleveland, because LeBron was pretty much a point guard and he could be. You see LeBron
player shouting on the court, like being the floor general, and like getting pissed off if the ball wasn't circulated enough, or
exactly.
And Kyrie Irving is a scoring guard. He's a scoring point guard. So he's gonna
isolation point guard too. Who's just
he can get to the basket on any defender. So if you're saying like, oh, give me the ball, so I can pass it to the open guy, it doesn't really fit Kyrie's playing style. So
Kyrie's like Kobe. He has that mentality in a way, where he's not like, I'm not gonna ever pass you the ball because I'm a point guard. I'm still gonna make plays. But he's like, when I'm hot, let me get hot and stay hot, Because there are times where I'm sure both him and LeBron wanted the ball at the same time.
True.
And they're both, feeling hot. So it's like they trust themselves over the other player. That's just probably how it goes. I think it was two egos colliding. That's what led to this whole thing.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
They go and both live on to see another rivalry in Cleveland versus the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals this year. I'm calling it now. Unless the Bucks come out of nowhere and Jabari Parker's not injured and
Malcolm Brogdon has a good second year.
Yep,
Giannis wins MVP.
Chris Middleton is like Klay Thompson. He's so good at threes. Oh, dude, that team, I don't know if I just got 2K18 and just dropped. And honestly, the funnest team to play with is the Bucks because they have so many weapons, and Giannis is rated 92 on that game.
Jesus.
Dude, he will dunk on your best player. He will, I don't know, he's just crazy, dude. Like, literally, he can do everything except shoot a three-pointer, which I hope he can include in his game. I think
he's actually working on that in his game, so.
He's definitely MVP material. Brogdon's crazy, too.
Yeah, Brogdon is actually a really good player. He flew under the radar. I think he won Rookie of the Year, didn't he?
Yeah, he's a 4-year college player and then went into the NBA and won Rookie of the Year.
Usually those guys come into the league and they're built stronger. They're a little bit sturdier and they have
smarter.
They have the higher basketball IQ than most players.
That's Brogdon, Larry Nance. That's those players right there.
Josh Hart Hart on the Lakers.
Josh Hart.
Yeah, he's a champion.
He's educated. He got his degree, so his IQ's up.
Yeah. So yeah, man. NBA season. I think it's 5 weeks away.
Ooh, and, when's the preseason?
Preseason starts pretty soon. I think training camp might start.
Ooh, it's on the 30th. So right now is about the 22nd when you guys are watching this. So, damn, the 30th is when it starts. 8 days from now. Yes,
I think training camp starts Sunday.
Oh,
for some teams.
Oh, yeah, that means what's his name? Andrew Wiggins should finish signing his contract.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah, Andrew Wiggins said that he should. Sources say that he should be signing his contract within the next couple of days before the first team practice. So,
we talked about that contract before. Remember, it was $150 million.
Yeah,
his agent negotiated for him, and then he fired him.
Yeah,
so he got a nice contract laid out for himself with no agent. It's pretty sweet, but
I think his agent still gets a cut of that, though, right?
I hope so, honestly. Yeah, that would be pretty douchebag
move. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for the NBA news this week. It's a slow week for basketball, but like I said, it's coming. It's coming soon.
Get ready.
We're gonna be on top of that.
Oh, it's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna go to the preseason Laker game in Anaheim. And then I'm going to definitely hit up a Laker game during the season because, Lonzo Ball and the Lakers about to show out.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of Lonzo Ball, I heard his 2K athleticism rating is super low.
Bro, it is. It so is.
He can't dunk.
He can dunk if he's wide open, and there's no one there. But he's not dunking over anyone, and he's definitely not dunking on just like a regular basket. It sucks.
Wow. Yeah, he responded. He posted a video on his Snapchat of him doing a windmill.
Yeah.
So
I saw that video.
At Ronnie2K, get my stats up.
For real.
I mean, show it on the court. Post your ass some people, and then your stats will be raised throughout.
But have you seen his crazy dunk over people / alley oops? I've seen his so many highlights, so I know what he's done. But we'll see. He got to do the NBA.
If it translates to the NBA. Yeah. Exactly. So like I said, basketball season's on its way. We're gonna come back with some more content that you will enjoy. NFL news coming up on the horizon.
Yeah.
Keep it locked. This is Hot Streak.
Hey, how y'all doing? This is Saif, and you're listening to Hot Streak Podcast. And we're back with Hot Streak Podcast. I'm Saif, and I got my boy Carlos. We're about to get into this NFL Week 2 review, and we just saw the Texans go at it with the Bengals. AJ Green was no luck. Sorry, Texans won 13-9.
Yeah, Andy Dalton is struggling big time. He can't even hit open receivers. You're going to let a rookie run a 50-yard touchdown on you at home. Their offense coordinator got fired. They haven't scored a touchdown this season. So, yeah, the Bengals, y'all looking worse than the Browns.
Straight up. And snoozer on Sunday. The Bills versus the Panthers, 9-3.
Yeah,
wow.
Cam Newton actually got hurt. Greg Olsen broke his foot. Cam Newton, he had a slight ankle sprain. Came back into the game, but they can't seem to finish. I don't know what it is. Carolina can't seem to get any offensive weapons for Cam Newton out there, and that's really going to put a stint in his career if he continues to stay with the Carolina Panthers. They can't seem to surround him with enough weapons. So
straight up. They're going downhill fast.
Yeah. I mean, it's week 2, but yeah, as far as right now, Carolina, they're 2-0, but they're not looking like a strong favorite for the NFC South.
Definitely. And then we got the Buccaneers coming out strong against the Bears. Bucks won 29-7.
I think they had 4 turnovers, they 4 takeaways.
Damn.
Yeah, the Bears, Mike Glennon threw 2 pick six or one. Definitely a pick six. I saw one where a linebacker returned it, and then I think a safety returned one. So, yeah, the Bucs defense is revamped. They have a lot of talent on both ends of the ball. Eager to see what the Bucs can do to challenge Atlanta for that NFC South title.
Yeah. We got the Vikings losing against the Steelers 26-9. We saw Stephon Diggs and Sam Bradford. Oh, wait, Sam Bradford didn't play, right?
No, yeah, he has an injury.
Stephon Diggs wasn't really there, didn't do anything. That quarterback wasn't able to find any big plays, nothing to do.
And the Steelers,
Big Ben.
The Steelers have an offense that is has a lot of weapons. He got Martavis Bryant back, so it's going to take away a lot of the double coverage from Antonio Brown, leaving him open. And Antonio Brown, he does what he does best. He catches the ball and gets a lot of yards after the catch. So that offense is looking revamped, and they're looking pretty strong. It's just Ben Roethlisberger. It looks like he's a big, slow ass guy in the back. Like when he's in the pocket,
he's a slow white guy.
He looks so slow. Yeah, he looks so slow. So I think their weakness on offense would be their quarterback play. Le'Veon Bell's a little bit slow to get out of the gates right now, but it's week 2. So that offense will probably just get better.
So we saw the Cardinals sink to a Colts level of play. Colts minus Andrew Luck. And the Cardinals barely beat them in overtime, 16-13. I can't believe the Colts scored that many points.
Yeah, honestly, that's not really surprising without the Cardinals without them having David Johnson. So David Johnson is really the security blanket for Carson Palmer. And without him, Carson Palmer has to throw the ball a lot more, and he's shaky. Honestly, definitely. He was a really good quarterback like maybe 4 years ago, where he was just like, he was on the money. But I don't know, the psychology of the game, something's off with Carson Palmer right now. And without David Johnson, it's looking like it's just going to get worse from here on out.
Straight up. We got the Patriots beating the Saints 36-20.
Yeah, who really thought the Patriots were going to go 0-2?
We both predicted last week, right?
Yeah.
We knew.
Yeah, I think Tom Brady had like 4 touchdowns or 3 touchdowns. Gronk had a touchdown. And they had 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. Tom Brady had 3 passing touchdowns in the first quarter. So
damn.
Saints defense, where are you at?
Straight up, Brady's back, baby. We got the Browns winning. Psych, they lost 10-24 against the Ravens, who are 2-0 now, still undefeated. And
the Browns kind of made a fight out of it. Deshaun Kaiser actually had migraine, so he had to leave the game. So they had the backup in, and there was a nice highlight play. He threw the ball to the running back. Running back ran out of the backfield and hit a streak. And he caught that shit one-handed.
Damn.
Yeah, it was pretty nice.
That's tight.
But they lost, so.
Of course. We got the Eagles losing against the Kansas City Chiefs 20-27.
I was watching that game. That game was it was a good game to watch. It was neck and neck. The only thing is Kansas City had they had a little bit of luck on their side. The Eagles fumbled on a kickoff.
Yeah.
And they just recovered right then and there, but the defense stood up. So but I mean, it was just they have too many weapons for a young team to be fighting against. And Travis Kelce got that last score to ice the game.
But Carson, Alex Smith, he's trying to show the world like he should have never been replaced by Kaepernick.
Right,
that whole thing.
Yeah,
I just watched the interview recently, and he said it was like a big thing. So
yeah,
he's still like
Alex Smith is still a schmuck, but
he's considering retiring.
Kansas City's 2-0, and the AFC West is definitely the toughest division in football right now.
Yes, sir. The Tennessee Titans beat the Jacksonville Jaguars 37-16.
I knew that was going to happen, dude. Jacksonville was a fluke.
Yeah, I thought Bortles might have been able to pull something off. I remember trying to...
Yeah, that Tennessee offense is supposed to be really good, and they got a really good offensive line and a two-headed monster in the backfield with DeMarco Murray and Derrick Henry. So it's going to be pretty sick to see how they develop over the season.
Yep, and the Jets played today, on Sunday. They played against the Raiders, losing 20-45. Raiders are 2-0. The Jets are 0-2.
Yeah, Marshawn Lynch's homecoming game, scored a touchdown, dancing on the sidelines. Basically a whole party in Oakland because that game was over in the third quarter.
Yeah, straight up.
The Raiders I think they're ranked the number 1 offense in the league right now. So, it's week 2. They haven't played anyone who is essentially a top team yet. Tennessee is looking like they're going to be a playoff team. But as far as the Jets, we know what the Jets are, and we know that they're not a playoff team. So next week they play the Redskins on Sunday Night Football. That's probably one of the bigger tests. Yeah, that's probably one of the bigger tests that they've had early in the season. So it's going to be pretty good to watch.
man, the team notorious for letting the cat out of the bag, the Chargers lost
Again.
at home against the Miami Dolphins.
A dismal home display.
Right. So they said 50% of the fans at the Chargers home were actually Dolphin fans. So yeah, LA Chargers is not looking so well.
Yeah, they can't sell out the StubHub Center, which is the smallest venue in the NFL.
Come on. It only takes me 2 seconds to drive by that thing. It's small as hell.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Can't fill that up? No. Dude.
Yeah, they lost on a last-second field goal, so...
Cat out of the bag. That's the new nickname. Cat out of the bag Chargers. That ain't from any city. The LA is not claiming the Chargers right now.
LA's not claiming the Chargers.
Just for the record. Cowboys lost and took a massive L, 17-42 against the Broncos, who are 2-0, and now the Cowboys are 1-1.
So does that mean the Broncos defense is the real deal, or does that mean that the Cowboys just laid an egg?
I think that the Broncos defense is the real deal, and people are saying Zeke is having a sophomore slump. I don't think so. It's only been one game where he's actually had like a bad game and like under 90 yards. So
I think his leadership is in question. There's a specific play where he just gives up. Dak throws an interception that was actually tipped by Des Bryant, who should have caught the ball. So Zeke just looks back and he just stands there in the middle of the field with his hands on his hips. And then I think he's partially to blame on that. Like, you're supposed to be the leader. You're the NFL defending leading rusher of the league, and you're supposed to be a leader on the team. You got voted the captain, and you're over there standing with your hands on your hips.
You're looking like a fool over there.
Yeah, Jerry Jones came to his defense and said, well, it was a lot of people's fault while we lost. Yeah, but you expect your leaders to step up and not throw temper tantrums on the sideline. He was like sitting there like a scolded child. So I don't think the Cowboys are going to have a slump. I think that their division allows them to start off slow because their division is always competitive towards the end. So I think they're going to come out and regroup and definitely get back on the right track. But it was, they just got tested with a pretty stout defense.
So I think the Niners and the Seahawks had a field goal battle on Sunday, and it was like 9-12. The Seahawks won, and the
Seahawks have a real problem with their
offense is horrible right now.
Yeah, their offensive line is like 3-4 garbage cans.
Russell Wilson.
I don't know how he's going to hold up. They need to find some answers and quick because that division looking like they could go 7-9 and still win the division
straight up.
So weak. Yeah, that division's very weak.
We got the Redskins beating the Rams. Wow, it was 27-20. Both teams are 1-1 now.
Yeah, competitive game by two mediocre teams.
Yeah, Rams came in as a high-scoring team from the previous week. They had scored 49 points, I believe, against the Colts without Andrew Luck, so it's basically nothing.
A college team.
A college team with, just very mediocre. Cool game. It's interesting because I think the Redskins played down to Rams' level, but the Rams are getting better. And Todd Gurley had 2 touchdowns, so make sure you do not sleep on him.
He jumped over a grown man. That man had a family. Why do you embarrass him on national television?
He had to do it for my fantasy team. We got the Packers. Oh, man. Packers are 1-1 now.
Yeah, the Packers got rolled by Atlanta. That's a high-powered offense. And that defense is pretty stout, too.
Yeah.
So I think the Packers are having issues with their offensive line as well. So that's only natural. You can't protect your quarterback. You're probably not going to have the best game.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, go ahead.
Aaron Rodgers just got to adjust. I think this happened last year too. They started off really bad, and then mid-season they figured it out and went on a tear. And they're beasts. But you're right about the offensive line, and I just think he needs to get in his groove a little bit, but he'll do it like he always does.
Yeah. I just want to throw it out there that it is week 2, so it's early. It's a long season, so
that's right.
Teams can turn it around. I mean, if you're 1-1, you have some breathing room. If you're 0-2, you need to get it together, but you have time to get it together.
Look how good the Vikings started off last year, 4-0,
exactly.
And then what do you know?
Exactly. See. So, and then we have some international football news.
Wait. One more.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Lions beat the Giants, and it was 24-10.
Horrible play, man. That game was atrocious to watch, man. The Giants offense looks horrible. Another team that has issues with the offensive line. Eli Manning got crushed, and not one offensive lineman came through to help him out and help him get up.
Without Odell? Was this game without
Odell?
No,
Odell was there. He was just he was limited because they're trying to get him back into rhythm and stuff. I don't think the Giants always start off really crappy, and then they make a push. So a lot of people are saying, well, the 2007 Giants started off 0-2, and then they came back and won the Super Bowl. So I'm like,
I mean, yeah,
you got a point, but this isn't 2007.
I'll use the same argument where I think without Odell, this team is trash. And Odell did have 4 receptions for 36 yards, and that's the most receptions the whole team. So
there's a couple plays where a lot of players drop easy catchable balls. So it's like there's a lot of blame to be placed.
All on Eli.
Yeah. Some international news. There was actually an earthquake in Mexico City earlier this week, and there was some structural damage to the stadium where the Raiders and Patriots are supposed to play. And there's talk about moving the game back to Oakland to make sure that there is no issues with the stadium and the safety of the players and fans. So we'll keep you posted on that kind of news as well. And then let's give them a quick preview. Week 1 or week 3. Thursday night, Rams, San Francisco, boringest game probably ever. Who you got?
I got the Rams.
I got the Rams too. Baltimore, Jacksonville.
I got Jacksonville.
I got Jacksonville too.
Yeah.
Denver, Buffalo. Denver.
The
Browns, Colts.
Colts. I go for the Browns.
Yeah,
oh my God, I can't believe I'm actually seriously saying this. I think the Browns are gonna win.
Tampa Bay, Minnesota.
Tampa Bay.
Miami, New York Jets.
Miami.
Atlanta, Detroit.
Dude.
Atlanta.
I say Detroit.
I don't think they could guard Julio Jones.
We'll find out.
Philadelphia, New York Giants.
Oh, man. Is Odell playing?
Yeah.
Full?
I'm pretty sure.
No limits? Okay, if Odell plays no limits, then it's the Giants. If not, it's the Eagles.
I think it's the Eagles. Their defense is looking pretty good.
That's how important this player is. Okay.
New Orleans, Carolina.
Ooh. Say New Orleans. Drew Brees.
I'm saying Carolina. They're going to continue their undefeated streak. Pittsburgh, Chicago. Pittsburgh by like 50. Yeah. New England, Houston.
New England.
Yeah, Seattle, Tennessee.
Yep, Tennessee is crazy right
Green
now.
Bay, Cincinnati.
Green Bay, baby.
Yep, LA versus Los Angeles Chargers versus Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs. Damn it, I hope they could both lose. Oakland versus Washington.
I say Oakland.
Yep. And Dallas versus Arizona on Monday night.
Oh, man.
Dallas
for sure.
All right, guys. So that's it for the NFL segment on Hot Streak. Keep it locked. We got some soccer news coming up.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? DJ ADM. You're now listening to Hot Streak Podcast.
Yo. We're back with Hot Streak Podcast, and this is the soccer segment. So you're about to get the hottest international, national, local, rec center soccer news there is right now. Carlos, let them know what's good.
Rec center. So the kids, the U6 team down at Anaheim. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, let's review the last week's top 4 leagues. Barcelona came out on top at Getafe. They had to come from behind and win. Real Madrid is back to their winning ways with a 3-1 victory in against Real Sociedad. PSG is winning, but they have a little bit of turmoil.
Oh, really?
Honestly, yeah, they're fighting over who's going to take free kicks. So,
damn.
Yeah, it's not a fairy tale ending for Neymar out there. They got some work to do. So, that's interesting. Premier League, Manchester City is rolling. Manchester United is rolling. Chelsea and Arsenal tied at 0-0, and Liverpool lost again. So the top 4 leagues in the Premier League are shifting. And, Messi actually earlier this week they played on Tuesday, and Messi scored 4 goals. That's I think the 5th time in his career that he scored 4 goals in a game, and it was a decisive win over the weekend. Dembele actually got hurt. He ruptured a tendon in his quad, So he had surgery, a successful surgery, and he's going to be out for about 4 months. That's one of the downsides for the Barcelona team this year that has been on a roll. Hopefully he makes a full recovery and he comes back and he's strong and healthy. More injury news. Manuel Neuer, the international keeper for Germany and Bayern Munich, is out with a broken foot. Again, he's out for about 4 months. He hasn't even made his debut. He's been injured since last season. He broke his foot, but Bayern Munich actually has been winning as well. Their new signing, James Rodriguez, Colombian international player. He's on loan from Real Madrid. Is making a splash with his new debut. He scored a goal. He assisted a play, and he's looking like he's in form, liking his time out in Germany. And he was supposed to be touted. He was like the most expensive signing at one point.
Damn, how much?
He was like a $90 million Euro signing after the 2014 World Cup. Real Madrid bought him, and he didn't really live up to expectations. But he's on Bayern Munich now with the coach that actually bought him at Madrid, who is the coach at Munich now. So hopefully his career takes a new turn. Up next week, we actually have some Champions League after this weekend's league matches, which are, Champions League is always fun to watch. You always see,
lit.
Yeah, you always see some good games during the Champions League. So I'm eager to see. I think it's Real Madrid. One of the highlights is Real Madrid versus Borussia Dortmund. They're playing in Dortmund, and Real Madrid has never beat Borussia Dortmund in Dortmund. So it's going to be a pretty good game.
Oh, yeah.
And then this weekend, I think Ronaldo's back for Real Madrid. His suspension is over, and he's going to have to score. I think like he's definitely behind on the goal scoring margin because he hasn't played a league game yet. So Messi has 9 goals in the league in 5 games, and Ronaldo has 0. So, if you really want to win that golden boot, boy, you better get your ass in the net. Let's get some fixtures for next week, this upcoming week. We have Bayern Munich versus Wolfsburg in the German league, and we have Borussia Dortmund versus Borussia Mönchengladbach. These German names, man. Hey, that was a pretty good enunciation, though.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back on that one. And then Premier League, we have Manchester City at Crystal Palace. So Manchester City is looking to keep their winning streak alive. Chelsea at Stoke. Liverpool versus Leicester City. Liverpool's having issues. And Manchester United versus Southampton. And then we have Arsenal playing on Sunday, I believe, actually on Monday against West Brom. So that should be a lock. But Arsenal always finds a way to lose. So we'll see. And then as far as La Liga, we have, like I said earlier this week, Barcelona played Eibar and they won 6-1. And then Real Madrid also played earlier this week against Real Betis. That actually, we don't know the score of that yet because we are recording on a Tuesday, but we will know. And you guys will know as well once you see the update on ESPN. This weekend's fixtures, Real Madrid versus Alaves and Barcelona versus a lower team, Genoa. So, that's going to be interesting. Barcelona should keep winning, and Real Madrid probably is going to win that game as well. And then as far as the French league, PSG versus... we have Monaco versus Lille. Monaco is in second place, so they're looking pretty tough as well. And then PSG... on Saturday versus Montpellier. Again, PSG is looking like a tough team to beat. They have some locker room issues, but that doesn't look like it's going to be anything too distracting. Neymar just wants to take some free kicks, man. So the coach needs to lay the law down. I don't know what's going to happen. I hope everything is good. But I'm eager to watch some soccer this weekend.
It's not a bad problem to have when Neymar isn't like the sure kicker on your team, you know?
The thing is, Cavani doesn't score free kicks.
Oh, really?
So, and then Danny Alves is there too, and he's like, hey, how about me? How come I can't take a free kick? So it's 3 guys trying to take a free kick. But it's gonna be pretty lit. Soccer's always pretty lit, and Champions League next week, so keep it locked. And I think Hot Streak is coming to an end. It's unfortunate.
Damn.
not an end, like an entirety.
I was
Just
like,
the
what?
episode. Just the
Carlos,
episode.
I didn't hear about
Sorry,
this,
sorry,
bro.
sorry.
What? Like,
I was just being dramatic.
let's make it
guys.
work, bro.
No, Safe.
You basically want me to start plugging right now? Or
Yeah,
what?
we're signing off, bro.
All right, for sure. Follow me on Instagram at SafeK94. You'll find all your top safe news there, you know. See cool pictures of me and all that.
Yeah, and then you can follow me on Instagram at chef_seagod and on Twitter at Tupac'sLoveChild. And then make sure you follow Hot Streak on Instagram at Hot Streak Podcast and on Twitter at Hot Streak POD. We're going to keep it updated, keep it locked, and you're going to get the best sports news here. So stay tuned for next week's episode. It's going to be lit.
Be back.
Yeah, we'll be back. So keep it locked, bruh.
This was a Cesar Rodriguez production. Check out more at crpshows.com.